Scott Talley coming to you live from the worldwide headquarters of Network in Action. Today we have Charlene with XQ CPA Houston, my CPA at Network in Action, who does our audit every year. Glad you're here this morning. Good morning.
Thank you.
Charlene has been a member of Network in Action for a couple years and does the audit for Network in Action. And we're going to talk a little bit today to basically newer business owners. So as a CPA, you've been a CPA how long?
20 years.
20 years. She started when she was 3 years old. and basically, Charlene's firm has really started cutting edge. So you do tax work, you do audit work, you do bookkeeping.
Yeah, so we focus on business owners. So primarily, we help business owners do three things. That's to help them increase profits, reduce taxes, better manage cash flow. Cash flow is a primary concern for many business owners. So there are many ways to start a business. So we focus on helping them in terms of their accounting needs, tax, compliance. You want to really stay out of trouble with the IRS.
Yeah.
You don't want to be getting those letters because they can be real distraction. We help, work with bankers, to structure. For example, right now there's a SBA Express, government plan that business owners can take advantage of is up to working capital of $350,000, approval within 48 hours.
Wow. So,
we help people do that. We have business owners that are making a lot of money. It's hard-earned money. People work, 20 hours, 100 hours a week. And, you have to pay a lot of taxes. The highest bracket is 37% right now. We have cases where we're able to apply tax strategies, effective strategies to cut their taxes down to less than 20%. Yeah, so that's...
So as a business owner, I know that when I first started my business, there's out in the back of your mind there's taxes, but you're basically just trying to figure out a way to make a profit so you can pay taxes. So what are some of the mistakes you've seen business owners make early on in their company?
Yeah, they spend too much. So I always believe business owners need to have a plan. And, oftentimes when we talk to business owners, they will say, well, how do I have a plan? Because I don't have customers. But you really need to be thinking of, you're in business to make a profit. And I always say, profit first is the priority. So Charlene, how do I have a profit if I only have 2 contracts or 3 contracts? So you start small. You have a plan. You make sure that you allocate your profit. So I always believe in monitoring your costs and allocate your profits. You gotta, understand what is your margin, how much you need to make in each contract or whenever you sign up a project. And try to prevent cost overrun, because if you spend too much and you have cost overrun and your first project is not making profit, you're going to tell yourself, well, next 2 projects, when I get 3 projects, I'll be making profit.
Right.
Well, when I get 10, maybe, so when I get 100,000, when I get 200,000 revenue, now I need $500,000 revenue, then I will make a profit. It just doesn't work. You have to start small. Every project, you need to understand your cost structure. Don't overpromise. Do what you can. Serve your customers the best, but
make a profit.
Unless
you're Jeff Bezos, that is excellent advice. No, that's really great advice, because I did the exact same thing when I started. I just wanted a customer so bad I was willing to lose money. That makes absolutely no sense, and it's a terrible way to start your business. What other tip would you give? What's the second or third one you give?
I think one of the most important tip, I have worked with so many business owners. When we started, as a small firm, we really work with startups, and, over the years, now that our firm is 10-year old, there are a lot of business owners who grew up to 10, 20 million. And it's crazy, right? Across 10 years that you're able to grow your business so much. A common mistake for business owners is that the very first or second year, nobody does their accounting. So they have absolutely no idea of their bottom line. Many business owners, if you go to a networking group, people ask, how is your business doing? Everybody remembers, okay, I closed $1,000 deal. I closed $10,000 deal. This, 2 days ago, I signed a $20,000 deal. People remember all their revenue numbers, their top numbers, but people don't understand their bottom line. So you gotta have a proper accounting system in place. And it really should, these days with technology, it really should be very, very affordable.
Yeah.
It's not like you're gonna have to pay like thousands of dollars, for accounting. I mean, you can do it yourself, and then we teach that. So,
The next part I want to talk about a little bit is you sort of get what you pay for. Tell us a story about the online tax service, if you remember, that you told me the mistakes people make. You can end up in an orange suit real quick if you're not careful.
We still get that a lot. People, start a business, and I even have a doctor, a few months ago who actually download a PDF form, a 1040 online, download a 1120S online, and you trying to balance your balance sheet, using the few forms, and you're gonna make a lot of mistakes, and it's very common. We have a lot of phone calls, people do Google search, they Google our ratings and they really like us and they call us and then they say, well, I screw up, I got IRS letters. So usually a lot of business owners don't acknowledge the risk that they're taking until they get IRS letters. Yep. So that's when they call us.
And I think you hit the nail on the head. I've owned my own business for 31 years and certainly had opportunities to engage with the IRS. And it's just a distraction. It's not necessarily that it costs you so much money, but it costs you time. It lets you take your eye off the ball at such a critical time in your business. So it may end up being a lot of money, but no matter what, it's a lot of time, and that costs money. The other thing I want to visit on real quick, because you hit on some good points so far. When you engage with a CPA, what do you tell people to look for? Because in my experience, the first thing we look at as business owners, we're looking at the expense. But every single time I've engaged you or another CPA, it's really not. It's really an investment. You might pay $5,000-7,000 to have your tax return done, but you're going to find savings that no one else is going to find.
What do you look for as a business owner? So your question is, what do you look for? I would say your CPA is probably, other than your business attorney, is somebody very important in your business. Open conversations. You need to have a CPA, especially if you're growing and expanding your business. You need to have a CPA who grows together with you. You need to have a CPA that's part of your business. These days, you don't really engage a CPA just for compliance. You want a team of trusted advisors. You want people who really care about your business. You want people who are really resourceful, who's willing to share connections with you, build your business together with you. So I think that, to me, as a business owner, that's the most important thing when you're looking for a CPA.
Yeah. The other thing is, let's admit we're in a sort of a tumultuous time. We have a little chaos going on. How difficult was that last year for you and your clients when we had the new Trump tax code and nobody really knew what the interpretation was up to the last hour? Or do we know now?
It was very exciting. We live in a country where we average, on one tax law change every day. So you're talking about 365 days. So some of it you may not be aware because it doesn't affect your business. It's a very exciting time. We're seeing a lot of opportunities. We're seeing a lot of cash flow, more working capital freed up for many business owners. Like right now, people are talking about investing in the opportunity zones. Basically is, pieces of land in different zip codes where, investors get to invest in those areas tax-free. Mm-hmm. So that's really exciting. So I believe this is a very exciting time, and if you're in business with all the incentive like QBI, qualified business income deduction, with all of that, if anything, your business should grow even more. Yeah.
And really, I want to leave it with this: what you don't know could be costing you money. So it's a great time to make sure you're engaged with a really professional CPA. How would they reach you? By email and phone?
They can reach us. Number is 832-795-9612. They can go to my website. I have all kinds of resources, videos, even tax planning, teaching people how to do tax planning, how to file taxes. So go to www.xqcpahouston.com.
Charlene, thanks for coming in. Always great to see you.
Thank you so much.